Hey everyone, I'm making this quick video to show how I cleared the grounds out of my Keurig. I noticed every cup I was brewing had a lot of grounds floating around, and after trying all of the obvious things, it was still happening. So some of the obvious things I did was rinsing the cup that goes inside here. Rinsing this, you can even pull apart the bottom piece. And after doing that and using a paper clip to kind of push some of the grounds out of the needle here, kind of sliding it in from all directions, and even wiping out the bottom here, there's still some left. It's kind of hard to reach in there, but even after doing all of that, I was still having a lot of grounds coming out in every brew. I also tried running a bunch of cycles through, descaling, running multiple cycles of hot water through, and it still wasn't clearing out. So finally I realized that there is this rubber piece that slides onto here. I've taken it off. So this was full of coffee grounds in all of the grooves, in between all the rubber, and in between all of those needles and those other four metal prongs there. So what I did was I soaked this in dish soap and hot water, and I took some Q-tips and just ran them all in between these prongs. I mean, kind of be careful because they are sharp, so that's why I used a Q-tip, so that I could get in there without, rubbing my fingers on anything. But really all in between those prongs, the needle, kind of all, underneath, and a lot of residue came out. So combined with cleaning this piece and cleaning out that residue, I got a lot of the grounds out. So I'm gonna pause the video and get this rubber piece reattached and see if this works. So I washed this thing out, kind of ran a sponge inside all the grooves to get all the residue. Just being careful as I put it back on, because like I said, those prongs are a little sharp, especially that middle needle. Kind of work it around each of these. I'm actually going to pause the video here so I can use two hands. Once I get it reattached, I'll come back and run through a brew and see if there's any coffee grounds. Okay, so after getting this rubber part reattached and of course putting this back in, I'm going to plug it in here. I'm just going to run just the smallest cup for now to see. So before, when I was running these hot water cycles through, grounds were coming out, even if I didn't have a pod inside, grounds were still coming out even in the cup with just the water. I'll pause. Okay, so this one appears to be completely free of coffee grounds. So I did have to run through, this is the third brew cycle of hot water that I ran through just to clear out any of those remaining loose grounds after I cleaned out in between all those needles. But this is, yeah, I mean, there were dozens and dozens of grounds in each cup I would brew prior to this. So it seemed to make a huge difference. So try all of those things and hopefully it works for you too.